I hate being married. I long for the day to be single again. The only thing that's causing me to stay and stick it out is because I've been a housewife for 10 years. And to get back out there in the workforce with a mental illness, there's some fears that I have. But I literally do hate being married. So y'all know how I say that I always use my content to push my pain into purpose, make y'all laugh. A lot of this pain is connected to my marriage. A lot of it. I just try my hardest not to put it out there, and I'm still not going to go into details. But just know that this shit is not fucking old. And no matter how much I try, no matter what I do, at the end of the day, I still just want the out. I want to be single. I know I can love myself better alone than anybody can love me with them. I love who I am, but I do not love who I am with this person. I hate being fucking married. And on my life, once this is over, I would never fucking get married again.
Now that content creator, I think she deactivated her TikTok because every time I tried to click on the link for her name, it wouldn't go anywhere. But I'll link her information at the bottom so you guys can check it out if you guys want to find her anywhere else. But I couldn't find it. But unfortunately, this is where a lot of things are going at these days. Not to say that people aren't unhappy in marriages. A lot of times they are. I was just watching a clip earlier, and this is one of those things that go on about it's a two-way street when it comes to marriage, right? Women tend to be unhappy a lot more than men when it comes to marriage. Men are willing to stick it out, work on things, but women, it's pretty much all about their happiness. Now, I'm not saying till death do us whatever have you. She's been in this marriage for 10 years. Obviously, extremely unhappy, stay-at-home wife, being taken care of, I guess, as far as monetarily, as far as emotionally and all that other stuff, who knows? But she says she has a mental illness, which is something that she doesn't want to get back out there. She's a content creator, so I'm assuming she's getting some coins off of that. But sometimes a lot of these things go on a lot longer than they should. And the husband may feel the same way, but he just probably cares more about his vows than you do. And a lot of y'all ladies with this whole independence kick and women just getting divorced and all over the place, 50 to 80%, whatever the stat is now. I think it's up to 80% now, instead of half of all marriages end in divorce. But it's because women are just generally ready to sacrifice everything for their happiness and go. I firmly believe that if you don't want to be with me, go on about your business. If you don't want to be with me, go on about your business. Nobody should be forced to stay with anybody. At the end of the day, don't take all those vows. Don't get married just because it's cool. I got a man to take care of me, which is what a lot of women do. They want a man to take care of them, but they want to make all the decisions and tell him what to do and stuff like that. But baby, hopefully you are happier once you become single. And maybe like a lot of women her age just want a companion, want a man to hang around, cuddle with, clap, and leave. And that's how it is. But a lot of y'all ladies, y'all are going to end up single. You're going to end up alone. I'll put it like that. Men are already alone, so it's not such a big deal. But I got another clip, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's go.
I went through a horrible divorce. Horrible divorce. On a scale of 1 to 10, it was an 11. I often tease that men don't become real true men until they've gotten one good divorce under their belt, because you learn so much from that failure, right? You learn so much from that. If you don't end up being bitter, you can learn a lot from that. And I learned a lot around authenticity. When you're always seeking to avoid an argument, that's a very inauthentic way to show up. You have to allow those things to come out, and the person that is willing to walk through those ruptures with you, that's your person. That for me is what I would articulate to people like one of the secrets of success.
You have to have, as he said, somebody that's willing to walk through that path. A lot of times people are just ready to give up right off top. But on the flip side of that, advice I would give to you guys is if you're already arguing before you get married, you don't need to get married till you iron those things out. Straight up. That's how I look at it. All that stuff needs to be nipped in the bud before you even walk down that aisle. And there's far too many of you guys getting married, still having issues, still arguing, not even being financially set. And this is what becomes of it. It goes into, it doesn't stop. It actually inflates. It grows bigger as you're married, as the marriage goes on. Now, he said something interesting, which I remember the Duke saying this a while ago, in terms of just breakups. Like, a man doesn't really become a man, and you guys know what I mean by that, until he has his first heartbreak. Once he has his first heartbreak, everything that comes after that is just like, eh. But that divorce can lead to men becoming bitter, jaded, not wanting to get married again, just like the previous woman, not wanting to get married again. And a lot of people feel that way because they just don't want to go through all the foolishness of having to, especially in America with the court systems and all that. That's one thing, but when you get into that person, because it's always going to be one person that wants to remain in a relationship, one person that's in love, one person that wants to stay, wants to keep the relationship together. And a lot of times it's the man. The man wants to maintain the relationship. And we're not talking about abuse and all those other things like that, because obviously every divorce is going to end up with a woman saying the man was abusive. That's how it always is, guys. But once you get that out the way and you realize, and you got dudes, you have people, dudes and women, but you got dudes getting married 5 and 6 times. And I'm like, you didn't get taken to the cleaners once. But we go back to the whole thing of having the individualistic approach when it comes to people or new people that we're dealing with. That doesn't mean you not be careful or not be on the lookout for certain signs, certain red flags, and those definitely need to be identified before you get married. But I will say this, because people always say you couldn't see this up front. People do change. People do change sometimes, and who you marry is not necessarily the person you met. And especially when you're going through a divorce, you don't even know who the hell this person is. And I'm the first one to tell you, because people would say that with me, with mine. You didn't recognize the signs. You didn't see this. You didn't see that. No, that person does a 180. This person is a demon. This person is a demon, bro. And I'm just being honest with you. So when it comes to stuff like this, yeah, I did not see it. And it's hard for people on the outside to believe. How could you had to have done something? How could that have happened? You know, this, that, and the third. You had to have done it. You had to have done something. Man, sometimes you don't have to do anything. Sometimes people just grow apart. People are unhappy. Women get unhappy super quick. Just food for thought, guys. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next videos. It's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm the best. Let's run it up to 1 million. Quit playing with me. Peace.